Welcome to Chasing Our Tips, the Dogs vs. Dragons, a Las Vegas edition. This one has fireworks written all over it. Let's start with the tone setter. Sitili Tupouniua had his 2025 season badly disrupted by serious injury, but when he came back late in the year, he finished with his name up in lights. Running brutal lines, dishing out punishment, playing with real intent. And he's picked up in 2026 exactly where he left off. In the trial against the Knights, he ran so hard and so direct that offenders look hesitant when an edge forward is charging at you. With that kind of power and aggression, it gets in your head. You start thinking about the collision instead of the catch, instead of wrapping up the ball. That's when errors happen. That's when pressure builds. If Tupouniua brings that same physical presence in Vegas, the Dragons' edge defense is going to be tested early and often. Now let's talk about the ultimate utility weapon, Kurt Mann. It was a massive standout for the Dogs last season. Personally, he's in my 17 every single week. Whether he starts or comes off the bench as a super sub, he changes momentum. When he enters a game, the tempo lifts. He defends with venom. He runs sharp, intelligent lines, and his ball-playing ability around the ruck is elite. He's the kind of player that turns a flat 10-minute period into a momentum swing. And then there's the left boot of Matt Burton. He has one of the biggest kicking games in the competition. Towering bombs, long-range clearances, early kicks that flip field position instantly. In Vegas, under those bright lights, those skyscraper bombs are going to test the Dragons' back three all night. If Burton gets his time and space, he can pin them in the corners and force repeat sets. Field position wins tight games. Pressure creates points. For the Dogs, it's simple. Tupouniua sets a physical tone, Mann lifts the tempo, Burton controls the territory. If they execute that blueprint, the Dragons are going to be under serious heat in the Vegas showdown. Big stage, big collision, strap in. The Dogs are $1.38, Tupouniua's $3.50 for a try, Kurt Mann's $4.75, and if Matt Burton can get over, you get $3.10. Now let's flip it to the Dragons. Head coach Shane Flanagan has his own blueprint for this side, but the big talking point is how they use their strike players. Terrell Sloan is one of the most naturally gifted young talents in the game. Pure speed, instinct, and X factor. He's the type of player that can light up the stage in Vegas and turn a tight contest into a highlight reel in seconds. And the reality is the Dragons struggle to generate points when he's not heavily involved. When Sloan's touching the ball early, sweeping in motion, chiming into the back line, the whole attack looks more dangerous. If they want to trouble the Dogs, they need to find more ways to maximise his touches. Then there's Christian Tuipulotu now. Power carries, big body, loves contact. He'll rip in with tough yardage sets, and he's not shy about putting a shot on in defence. When he builds continuity, especially after battling that serious hamstring injury, he becomes a genuine weapon. If he gets rhythm and confidence, he can absolutely become a game breaker on his edge. And one name that really caught my eye in the trials, Hamish Stewart. Composed, strong defensively, willing to take on the line. Trial form doesn't always translate, but if he carries that confidence into the NRL season proper, he looks set for a breakout year. For the Dragons, the formula is clear. Get Sloan involved in space, let Tuipulotu bend the line early, back young energy like Stewart to rise on the big stage. Vegas is about moments. If the Dragons strike players fire, this could turn into a serious contest. The Dragons are $3.10 for the win. Terrell Sloan's $2.50 for a try. Tuipulotu's $2.40. Hamish Stewart's $6. That's it for the Dogs vs. the Dragons, and I'll see you all at full time.